Hello, this is Chris again, 1052. Hey guys, this is the listing contract amendment in regards to the NARS settlement. Again, this needs to be completed by midnight on the 14th, so that it does go into effect in place by the 15th. On here, this is for existing listing agreements that are not under contract. Anything currently under contract does not need amended. It is only for active listings, not under contract. And remember the verbiage in here, and this is the information that you need to give to your sellers and get them to sign prior to moving forward with that listing. We're going to have the seller's name. We're going to have the property address. It talks, first paragraph again, talks about the National Association of Realtors and that the compensation will no longer be listed in any multiple listing service. Next paragraph talks about the fact that real estate agents and brokers will be required to provide clear and detailed information about compensation structures involved in a real estate transaction. These proposed settlement includes provisions to ensure that the compensation of brokers is more transparent. These changes are designed to enhance your ability to make informed decisions during your real estate transaction. Except as set forth herein, the contractual obligations and conditions outlined in your exclusive right to sell contract, exclusive right to sell contract transaction broker, or exclusive agency listing contract are still valid and enforceable. Again, we're going to mark exclusive right to sell. The amendment is effective August 14th if the seller by that date has not executed a sales contract on the property. The terms of the contract between the seller and the broker dated X, the date of your original listing agreement, is hereby modified as follows. Compensation to brokers. The seller acknowledges there are no standard compensation rates, and the compensation in this contract is fully negotiable and not set by law. The compensation to a listing broker. The seller agrees to pay listing broker compensation, which shall be X, whatever the percentage of the listing is, and any other compensation. Transaction fee, flat rate. Compensation shall be due and payable if the listing broker or anyone else produces or finds a purchaser ready, willing, and able to purchase property at the price and terms offered now or at the price and terms acceptable to seller at a later date. Compensation is exclusively for listing broker services and is not subject to sharing, splitting, or otherwise paying. A buyer's broker seller may negotiate to cover some or all of a buyer's broker's fees, which must be included in a separate contract, such as the real estate contract. So when we're writing on down here, we're talking about the listing, the seller only. Remember, all other parts of the original agency and listing agreement are in play. So the compensation. In addition to the compensation to the listing broker, a seller may agree, but is not required to pay the fees of a broker assisting a buyer. The seller acknowledges that any buyer's broker may represent the interest of buyers only. At this point, we're going to have a decision. The seller is willing to compensate a broker assisting the buyer, authorizes or does not authorize. Either the seller is willing to pay or they're not willing to pay. If they're willing, we're going to authorize. Seller is not willing to compensate broker assisted by either. If they are not going to do it, then we're going to mark no. It's very simple. Yes, we authorize it. No, we don't authorize it. That basically is the form. If you have any questions, again, we're going to be talking about these at 10 o'clock on Friday with a Q&A. If you have any questions, please give me a call or we'll hope to see you there. Thank you.